Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Covenanter. It's a Tier 4 British light tank and it's located on the south spawn of Cliff and it's under the command of panzerpenguin. Now, what can I tell you about the Covenanter? Well, there's a copy of this in the Tank Museum at Bovingdon. It's actually the highest tier British light tank. There isn't a higher tier one than this one. This is Tier 4. The one good thing it's got is it's got this automatic cannon. If you get the automatic cannon with the 40mm pom-pom, you can fire off 4 rounds in quick succession. Now it can also carry a 3-inch howitzer, and that's a monster dirt gun for a Tier 4 tank. And panzerpenguin's headed down to the Western Pass. This is a Tier 4 game. Ooh, and he's just quickly passed by Panzer 3 with his own team, who's making his way up the incline towards the plateau. He just spotted a Toldy. He's pulling back. Oh, receive a shot. You can see how quickly it can fire 4 rounds. Now the 40mm ammunition's got damage of 50 hit points, penetration of 63. So it will go through most armour at this level, but it doesn't do much damage. You really need to get all 4 shots home, and the easiest way to do that, of course, is to make sure that the enemy are close to you, or that you fire them off 2 at a time. Now he's got a target below. That's a Valentine tank. Got pretty hard armour, tough armour, but he's firing them all into the rear of that Valentine. He didn't get the kill, but he did pick up 153 hit points because he managed to get 3 of the shots in and rolled high on some of those shots. Right, we've got a Panzer 2J. Now that's a particularly tough character, and he's actually loading APCR, and he needs to load APCR for this one. No, he's changed his mind. He's gone back to AP. APCR's got 101 hit points of 101mm of penetration. Yet he's reloading APCR. He needs to deal with that Panzer 2J, and so he's approaching it very carefully. Okay, he's dialing in the aim and fires 4 rounds in very quickly, picks up 202 hit points of damage. He's reloading again, but he's going after Cruiser 2, fires 2 rounds in, and he gets 4 hits again. Or did he? He only actually picked up 89 hit points. Maybe that was just the last shot, actually. He fires 4 rounds there, but misses. I'm afraid he's only seeing the very top of the turret of that Cruiser 2. But he does get a round in, or did he? No, he didn't, actually. The Panzer 1C took the kill. Now, the Panzer 2J was taken down by one of his teammates. So he's headed back down to the Western Pass. And he's still reloading APCR, but the reason for that is there's a Panzer B2 down there. And he's going to engage that Toldy first, I think, but he's lost sight of him. Have another look. Can he see the Toldy? He's probably in those bushes. He's probably using his camo concealment to actually hide himself at the moment. I'm pretty sure he's there. He's been spotted. Yes, there's the Toldy. And he fires 4 rounds in, gets 3 hits, 134, and there's a dangerous opponent. Oh, he fired all 4 rounds in quickly. That was an FCM Pack 40. A very dangerous tank destroyer, French tank destroyer. In actual fact, it was a German tank destroyer, but it's on the French tree. Okay, he's going after that Panzer B2. Fires 4 rounds in, gets 4 hits, picks up 200 hit points of damage. The Panzer B2's coming this way, he's not happy, and he finishes him off. Picks up the remaining hit points. So there's only 4 enemy left, and there's at least 6 on his team. So let's have a look. See, can he get the next enemy? Finishes off that M5 Stuart with 4 rounds. Going for the M2 Stuart, finishes him off. So he's got 4 kills so far. His platoon mate in the other Covenanter, he's picked up 2 shots. Oops, I think those shots were from the enemy who got behind us, the Panzer 1C. He came from the other route around. Now we're seeing if we can get closer to him. He's in the enemy in our cap area. He's forcing us to return. Our other platoon mate's got 2 kills at the moment. He's ahead of us. Is it Santor? Or Santadir? Right, that Panzer 1C is running away. He knows he can't stand against two Covenanters. He might be able to fight one-on-one with one Covenanter, but not two. It's an impossible job. And he fires, but Santadir actually takes him out, finishes him off, and picks up his third kill. So they're now on for a Brothers in Arms. He's got 1,106 hit points of actual damage, 124 of spotting so far. And the only hit points he's actually lost, I believe, are to the Panzer 1C and that Toldy, who managed to put a round into him. Right, we're looking for the last remaining light tank. That's a Panzer 1C. As I say, two Covenanters working together should be enough to take down any Panzer 1C. So we're looking at all the hiding places the light tank might be able to hide. And some of the places, there you are. Yep, he's decided to go down to the bottom of the cliff. And that's going to make him particularly difficult to kill. Now our team are capping, but we're going to see if we can get a kill by going over the edge. Don't want to drop off. No, that's not going to work. Gets too far down, you're going to drop off the edge. Oh, Santadir's going in for the kill, and he lands on top of him and shoves the enemy into the water, and Santadir survived. So that's a win. My God, they both finish on 4 kills. What a game. And very bold move by Santadir there. What a thing to do, to drop down the cliff, kill the enemy, and then shove him into the water. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats, and it's an ace tanker for Panzerpenguin in the Covenanter. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4, and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. Because he was in platoon with Santadir, and they both managed to get at least 3 kills. In fact, they both got 4. They both picked up a Brothers in Arms medal. And lastly, Panzerpenguin did enough damage to get the high caliber. He actually hit quite a few other enemies and extracted quite a few hit points from them. And that did enough to qualify for the high caliber. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, look at them. Both of them at the top of the table. We've got Panzerpenguin right at the top with 1,106 hit points. We've got Santadir at second place with 852. Both got 4 kills. Panzerpenguin picked up 886 base XP, and Santadir picked up 671. I'm not sure that's enough for an ace tanker, but certainly that would have been a first class at the very least. Let's have a look at detail report. Well, he fired 46 rounds during that battle, got 28 direct hits, 25 penetrations. He did damage of 1,106 hit points, of which 89 were at more than 300 meters. He received 11 hits during that battle, 3 of which were penetrations, 8 of which were non-penetrations, and that's probably because they hit the tracks or bounced off. He blocked damage of 56 hit points overall. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, did damage assistance of 124 hit points. On a standard account, he earned 18,508 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and remember he did use quite a lot of APCR, he actually ended up with a loss of 1,958 credits, but he did receive 886 base XP, and it was ×3 to the first victory of the day, and because he entered the battle in a platoon with Santadir, he gets an extra 9 XP, so his grand total was 2,667. So it was worth it overall, because he did pick up enough to boost his crew. So, really good battle there in the Covenanter, and in fact actually quite surprisingly active, because he and Santadir really were going around monstering the enemy, and they were sticking together for most of the battle, so they were able to make their automatic cannon very effective, and they took on that Panzer 1C. He might have been able to fight them one-on-one, but he couldn't fight against 2 Covenanters working together, so really good display. And that last kill by Santadir, very funny indeed. So, if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.